There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Yo, yes now, bless now, don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Blind Melon, devoted to Gary, who put us onto the initial Blind Melon record, alright, via the Patreon. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the better listens I've had on this channel as of so far. We're going to move on. He says you got to check out the second record if you like the first one. Soup. I mean, don't get me wrong, that wasn't literally what he says, because I'm assuming this is the second record. I think it is. So I'm speaking from myself, but he definitely said, you got to check out Soup. So I've heard that this one is just as good as the first, which blows me away if that's the case. We're in for some really good music if that's the case. Let's just jump straight in, shall we? It starts off with a music video, Galaxy. Track number 1. Let's go. King of the Pit TV. Shout out everybody in the house tonight. Bruh, I critiqued a Rammstein song that got uploaded today, and so many nerds are getting annoyed at it. Disliked and unfollowed. Is this on the movie soundtrack? What film is this playing? Official music video from the album Soup, remastered in HD, featuring a cameo by Timothy Leary and revolving around the 65 Ford Galaxy. Right, so this is just a music video. Is it not synced to a movie of sorts? Incredibly clean production here. Sound engineering's fantastic. The layering of the instrumentals is fantastic. It's such a vibrant and fresh sound, man. Really good sound. A lot of guitars I'm hearing. Big build up. Fantastic dynamic there at the end, that build up. This is really fantastic. I hope the production value continues on this level. Really good. Really good. Great composition. Great vocal line. Just fantastic instrumentation and clarity of the instrumentation. Really good. 2x4 is coming up next. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Soup by Blind Melon. This is 2x4. Let's jump straight in, shall we? Fantastic production on this record, man. Some country-esque lead guitars in. Wow. Almost progressive style of drums here, just tapping away, noodling about, ghost notes and everything.
I'm talking to myself more. 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 I'm talking to myself more.
Sounds a bit like Led Zeppelin.
I'm talking
Robert
to
Plant.
myself more.
Here we go.
Fire. Stand to stand. To fire. Talking to myself.
Brilliant. Brilliant. These dudes are quite experimental on this record. Not necessarily making it uneasy to listen to, but they've got a very broad realm of sound and ideas, and we're jumping from one thing to another in a very efficient way. It sounds very good. You don't know what's going to come next as far as, like, you know, rhythm or guitar work or vocal line. It's really something else. We've got Vernie coming up next. It's a very powerful sounding record as of so far. I hope there's a little acoustic number on here because they were my favourites from the first one. Vernie, track number 3, coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Vernie, track number 3. Listening to Blind Melon's Soup record. Let's go. Pardon me, people. Oh, bit of Hendrix there, I'd say.
Roaming through the cover jar, pickles never opened since the 1980s.
John Nichols.
Peanuts in a pile, and Elvis down the aisle singing Gallia.
Here we go.
I wish I could be, I wish I could be, I wish I could be. I wish I could be, I wish I could be a little more like me. Oh, I wanna be, oh, I wanna be a little more like me.
What an outro. That last riff was fantastic. That last riff was really good. Very Hendrixy. Absolutely brilliant. That was a great song. Man, absolutely powerful. The production gives this band so much emphasis. Really good. We got Skinned coming up next. It's a short one at 1 minute 57 seconds, alright? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We just finished on a powerhouse of a tune. This one's Skinned. We're listening to Blind Melon, as recommended by Gary S via the Patreon. Let's go. Skinned, track number 4. It's a short one. Little kazoo.
I'll make a shoehorn out of your shin. I'll make a lampshade of
Bit of banjo.
skin. No, don't you know that I'm always feeling able when I'm sitting home and I'm carving out your navel. I'm just sitting here carving out your navel.
Here we are.
When will I realize that this skin I'm in, hey, it isn't mine? And when will the kill be too much meat for me to hide on? Hey, I could really use a couple of hands to complete one
Bro, this is an incredibly bold statement, but I'm hearing elements of what a Led Zeppelin could have been if they had formed in the 80s as opposed to the 60s here. Do you know where I'm coming from? I know this isn't an 80s record, but you know where I'm coming from if they formed in the 80s.
Into coffee tables. I'm just making them into coffee tables.
Because that drum reminds me of a ting-a-ling called, what did I call it? What was that tune called on... I don't know. It was named after the place they were recording at the time. Something Stomp or something. It had drums just like this, but a bit more up-tempo.
When will I realize that this skin I'm in, hey, it isn't mine? And when will the thrill be too much meat for me to find anymore? Because you know I can't hide, but oh how hard I tried. But this is just a shape I'm in. Although I know I can't hide, but oh how hard I tried. But this is just a shape I'm in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great tune. Nice and brief, to the point. Lyrically, I didn't follow it, so I'm missing out a lot of the context that people were commenting on. Hey, that's just me. I'm listening to the music as a whole. That was fantastic. We got Toes Across the Floor coming up next, track number 5. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now, people. Shout out to Gary via the Patreon, who's requested we listen to a bit of Blind Melon. I'm going to sneeze. I couldn't even finish my word. I'm going to sneeze, by the way. I'm going to sneeze. Toes Across the Floor, that's the title of this one. It's track number 5 of 14. It's been a powerhouse of a record as of so far. It's been an explosive sound. Alright, let me just get my sound ready for you. I just quickly went to the shops in between the this song and the last. You know what I mean? Stick to water and Whole Foods, people. Don't follow my path. Scoffing my face with chocolate tonight. Fizzy pop. It's not right. But I just had that itch. I had a Burger King earlier on. I've just pigged out today, alright? I'm the worst food. Toes Across the Floor, let's go. We're listening to Soup, start to finish, alright? Really enjoyed the first Blind Melon record. I'm not complaining listening to the second.
Doesn't anybody feel that all these killers should be killed? And all these healers should be healed. So all these beggars can be filled. And now tell me why am I alive? If I'm home firm and feel the right to lie beside this starving
Looks a little bit like the fellow from Him, His Infernal Majesty. An overt display of, what would you call the craft of acting? Like, a musician would be a display of musicianship. What would an actor be? Just acting? Is there not like a more flamboyant term?
And though inside I'm feeling giddy, always wrong for never giving myself
Very animated,
a door.
very theatrical.
So now I'll take a little glue. I'll put together a new glittered room for you. So I can
Here we go.
sit so pretend.
Toes Across the Floor.
Instead of sitting here, I see it clear, just sitting
Great display, great tune. These past two music videos have been almost movie soundtrack-esque as far as the visuals are concerned. It seems like they've been like, I don't know, they've just been very well put together, very professionally shot, with great acting professionals. We got Walk coming up next. That was a good tune. That was a good tune. Walk. Pantera cover, obviously, coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Soup by Blind Melon. The title of this one is Walk. Okay? Yo, these dudes looking like this in this advertisement, you know they're going to be good. They've just got the look of a good band, you know what I mean? Robot and Autopilot, cold. Let's go. I could do with a Lemsip, could I? Shout out to Gary.
Find myself singing the same songs every day.
Bold bassline presence. What was that first line? That was a great line. Found myself singing
Singing
the same songs every day.
every day.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Want to make me feel good when things behind a smile ain't okay. Around and over and in between the seas, I need to be on top of a mountain where I can see everything, 'cause this paranoia's getting old. Yes, you know. Now as I open my eyes to start another day,
What's the sound of that strumming? Is that a guitar?
I'm in
I hear the strum. The audacity of the strum. It must be a very thin pick. More so than the actual resonance and the vibration of the guitar strings.
a pile of pale empty bag of excuses. My love for friends and family, you know I need them. No new sound, I've seen it all before.
What a voice.
My feet are so cold, and I can't believe that I have to bang my head against this wall again. And the flowers, they have just a little more space in between them. Gonna take a breath and try again.
Great sound to that one. Great sound to that one. Great sound to that one. These guitarists are very inventive and they flow very well together, even though they get in such a jam of just sort of floating around doing their own separate things. That was a good tune. But you don't know what you're getting next, do you? This somebody said in the comment, like one of the first songs, Blind Melon found their sound on this record. I could agree they did. It's a very bright sounding record. It sounds a lot more different to the self-titled. A lot more different. Yes, now bless now Big Fat Batty Dump Truck is the title of this one. Track 7 of 14, hitting the halfway point of Soup by Blind Melon. Let's jump straight in, shall we?
New York City, soothing my heart, itching of me. Time is past from missing ourselves. Decay on display. I don't wanna go down. I don't wanna go down. I don't wanna go down like she did.
A little bit of that Jane's Addiction sound creeping in.
And I can't understand why something that's gotta die before we miss it. Mambo talk, Pigeon Park, and Hastings is wasting away. Religiously they seem to sin by selling trickery. I just don't wanna feel, I just don't wanna feel, I just don't wanna feel like they feel. I would like for some, trade my comfort again. Now way up in the arms, you know I love you. Just a little bit more. Raising nose down to chin, smoke after smoke, they all trickle in. Anything for everything, and ending up with nothing. Simple thing in your hands, souls all over his hands. You see that, not so satisfied. And I'm open doors for you all, on that fly on the wall. Really been listening.
1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, I'm hearing a bit of Hendrix in one particular guitar player's style. I hear a bit of... To me, this is a Hendrixy fashion. Just throw up a bit in my mouth.
You tell me nothing's ever gonna come between. No, nothing's ever gonna come between. Nothing's ever gonna come.
Little bit of Robert Plant. So I've referenced a few bands, bit of Hendrix, bit of Robert Plant, of Led Zeppelin, bit of Zeppelin, bit of Jane's Addiction. What a fantastic blend of sounds I'm hearing from this rock band. It's a rock band, you know.
Between my dump truck and me.
My dump truck and me. That little whistle there at the end of that. Thought I heard that in my apartment. That was pretty good. It was a bit. It wasn't the best track on the record. I'll tell you that. It wasn't the best track on the record. It started off a little bit messy, to be honest with you. A little bit busy instrumentally. I couldn't really follow it too well. We've got Car Seat, God's Presence, coming up next. All right, let's go. Yes, now bless now, don't forget to rest now, people. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Soup by Blind Melon. This is track 8 of 14 entitled Car Seat, God's Presence. All right. Let's jump in. Oh, sorry, I changed my sound to play from the speakers. Right, let's go.
Tongue-tied knots as big as boulders. Why, Mom, I thought I was your soldier. My brother sits by me, buckled into the car seat.
Drummers jamming on this one.
Feel the thirst, it's time for pulling over into the truck stop on my daddy's shoulder. Out back where they plant all the trees, 10 feet away my daddy buries me.
Man, they really pushed the ball out on this record. So many experimental sounds. The initial record was pretty rock, pretty guitar-driven rock. Few softer numbers. With these, we've really got a broad spectrum of different ideas and influences and rhythms and structures, and it really is a big bubbling, boiling pot of so many different ideas and influences. It's really cool. We've got Wilt coming up next. All right, let's keep moving. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Soup, Blind Melon, track 9 of 14. You just don't know what's going to come next. Relatively short, we're at 2:30. You know I like my shorter songs. Let's go in. We're jamming. We're grooving like the Red Hot Chilies on this one. Who does he sound like? He sounds like something. It's Robert Plant again. Robert Plant again. You got it, Robert Plant? Pardon me.
control. Said I got Indian kid and his layback friends with their pockets full of elephant ears. As he's breathing on me, his breath is bringing me to my knees. As we all will. Watching you wills.
Great grooves in that one. Da 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 ba da ba. Drummer heavy on the drums, heavy, just da, 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 da. Quality. That was a good number. That I enjoyed the groove to that one. That was heavy. Might not have wanted to be heavy, but it was heavy. You know what I mean? The Duke coming up next. Is it a cover? No, it's not a cover. Stevie Wonder did a tune called The Duke or something along the lines of that, right? Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We've got 4 tunes to go. This one is entitled The Duke. Okay, we're listening to Soup by Blind Melon. This is track 10 of 14. Well, I say we've got 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've actually got 5. How does that work, man? That blags my head sometimes. So we're on track 10 of 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Of course. How mad is that? It always blags my head. The Duke, let's go. Joe DeKelly says, or Joe F. Kelly perhaps, they were as good, if not better, than Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nirvana and Pearl Jam. Stone Temple Pilots, maybe not. Smashing Pumpkins and Jane's Addiction, still jointly, haha, still to share the crown. And Mike says, better than every band you named. They only had 1 year on top, however. It was over before the sophomore slump even began, if I recall. Bro, I'm hearing Led Zeppelin influence throughout the entirety of this record. And then there's that Jimi Hendrix guitar alongside it all.
I'm bearing the scars from it burning out on me, but I feel such a holy vibe. Just sitting, little thinking that I'm hitting hard, really hard by the
There's a real freeform element to this record. They've progressed a lot artistically speaking. There's a lot more adventurous performance on this record. There's a lot more adventurous writing as a band together than what we heard in that first record. There's a lot more kick to this. St. Andrew's Fall is coming up next, track number 11, okay? Yes, now bless, now don't forget to rest, now there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Soup by Blind Melon. I got a bit of a stomachache, to be honest with you people. Let's continue on. St. Andrew's Fall. Come on now.
Big stretch, not much sleep. I got a couple of palm trees on each side of my cheek. And it's a bright blue sunny day, and the rummage selling the rubbish to me. But if I could buy the sky,
Summer vibes to this, that neat little lead guitar.
And maybe see what you see. If you were standing on the corner staring straight in the eyes of Jesus Christ. One in the porch, one dog, and one cockroach, only one way to be. Oh, I got sewage fruit and it's growing out back from roots, but I don't know if they belong.
Them beautiful, clean, twinkling guitars there, panned right to my left, acoustic guitar. Though.
Stars below, below, stars below, 20 stars below, 20
What a snare roll. What a snare roll.
And I can't tell you how many ways that I've seldom viewed my life today, but I can tell you I don't think that I could find an easier way. So if I see you,
This is fantastic. That was brilliant. That was really good. That ramp up in the middle, the snare roll was insane. I couldn't believe we continued going faster and faster. I thought we were going to stop about 3/4 in. I thought there's no way. Just got faster and faster and more intense. That was really good. That was really good. Should have been in my shoes yesterday. Let's keep going. That probably the best song I've heard on this so far. St Andrews Fall. I think that was my favourite one. Them clean guitars were pristine. Them twinkling guitars were pristine. That lead guitar was fantastic. New Life is the title of this one. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to New Life by Blind Melon on the record Soup, track 12 of 14. As always, I want to give a shout out to my man Gary, who continues to put me on some incredible acts. Blind Melon being one of my favourite ones he's put me on to. Both of these records we've heard by Blind Melon have really been something special. What an incredible change they've made on this record. They've not left their old style behind, but what they've incorporated and added and developed into has just been something special. This is New Life. Don't think too much to this section. I don't really like the guitar on it. Bassist were jamming during that tune. Bassist was the highlight of that track. That he wasn't showing off. He was just grooving. He just the clarity of the bass guitar. These headphones, yeah, they're not the best as far as the lower frequencies are concerned. Sometimes the bassist gets sort of left to one side just due to the quality of these headphones, the spectrum of audio they give me. But well, I love that tone. That is a fantastic bass guitar tone. Let's keep moving. Mouthful of Cavities coming up. We got another music video, believe it or not. It's a wild position to have another music video. Track 13 of 14 songs. Can you believe it? Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Mouthful of Cavities is the title of this tune. Blind Melon, track 13 of 14. Once again, we're listening to Soup. Let's go.
A girl named Jenna Krause. She's a beautiful voice, man. This girl.
She just kept showing up at our
Jenna
shows,
Krause.
claiming that she could sing. And after seeing her around for, a few weeks, we said, all right, go ahead and sing it.
Bro, have you seen this Jenna Krause woman? She looks like she can sing. You look at her and you just know she can
She
sing.
sang and just blew us away.
You gotta see Andy. He looks great.
Can you believe it?
Hey, Andy. We're sorry. Here we go. Mouthful of cavities, and your soul's a bowl of jokes. And every day you remind me how I'm desperately in need. See, I got a lot of fiends around, and they're peeking through nothing new. And they see you. They see everything you do. See everything on the inside out.
Here we go.
Oh, please give me a little more, and I'll push away those baby blues. 'Cause one of these days this will die. So me and so will you. I write a letter to a friend of mine. I tell him how much I used to love to watch him smile. See, I haven't seen him smile in a little while. Haven't seen him smile in a little while. But I know you're laughing from the inside out. Laughing from the inside out. I know you're laughing from the inside out. Laughing from the inside, on the inside, on the inside.
We're about 2/3 of the way done with the record. I feel like it's coming out good. I feel like we've made improvements over the last record.
Project. It's an enjoyable project. I get along with all the guys pretty well and everything, so it's been good. And it's good music. It's a lot of
It was good to hear a little bit of documentary there. By the seams of things, that was from an actual documentary because it just cut off without us properly cadencing the end of that guy's thing. The sound quality of that was not as good as what we've had on all of the rest of them, like the actual audio quality, which sort of sucked, to be honest. But it was nice to hear a different approach. They've been very experimental with this, track by track by track. We got so many different cool ideas, and say we've got 14 tunes on the album as a whole. It says a lot. There's a lot of creative value here. let's finish this record off with Lemonade, shall we? The last track. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Let me just give a shout out to Gary, who recommended this via the Patreon. Big props. It's getting later on now. I'm going to get myself to sleep after this. I'm going to do one last video where I give an overview and a final rating of this record, as I normally do. But I just want to give a shout out to Gary, who recommended this. I'd like him to continue recommending albums to me, to be honest with you. So if you catch this, Gary, give me a shout, please, and let's see where we can move on from here, because this is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, without further ado, track 14 of 14. This has been Soup by Blind Melon. Peace. This is the least viewed song, by the way, so not necessarily a fan favourite, but, you know, each to their own. Proper sluggy snail of a Come on, here we go.
Too much lemonade. Too much lemonade.
Lot of time invested into this record. A lot of time and effort invested into this record. It was an interesting final song. It wasn't the best song on the record. It was a bit too, I don't know, a bit too quirky for my liking, but it was a good tune. I'm not going to go no further because I'm going to save it for the last video I'm going to do on this. I'm going to knock on and I'm going to do one final overview of this record, so hold on tight and we'll see what my final thoughts are, okay? Yes, now bless. Now don't forget to rest now, people. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in and signing out after a night of listening to a little bit of Blind Melon. We listened to Soup, alright? All 14 tracks as recommended on the Patreon from my good friend Gary. Much respect, Gary. He's put me on some fantastic music, continues to put me onto some fantastic music. Initially, he put me onto the self-titled by Blind Melon, which I really enjoyed. And let me just give you an insight into some information I haven't put out on this channel in regards to that last listen through. I continued to listen to a couple of songs on that album, which I don't necessarily do ever, you know. When it comes to listening to music, you know, you get to a certain age, don't you, where you'll just bang a playlist on, which essentially just recycles. It doesn't necessarily introduce any new music to you, it just recycles the music you do like because it's safe and sound, and then you listen to the albums and the songs that you like, that you've heard before. And it's harder and harder as the years go by to expand into more music, especially when it comes to what I do. If I want to listen to new music, I might as well share it with you dudes, alright? So we can engage over it and talk about the experience and how we differ in opinions and so forth and perspectives on that music. So when I listen to an act on this and I actually revisit the music off of the camera, that's a great indication of how well I appreciate that music. And Blind Melon was one of them bands, the tune Changes, or Change, whichever it's called, and then No Rain, absolutely fantastic. Two great numbers that I really adore from this band. Now, they weren't on this record, clearly. This was the second record by Blind Melon. I think it was the second record. It's the record that followed the self-titled. Great big jump as far as musical creativity is concerned. A lot more of a mature artistic approach to the writing. The instrumental was a little less structured, but not in a detrimental way. We've sort of allowed ourselves more creative freedom as opposed to boxing ourselves in, and it's not diminished the act's value. If anything, they've come out with a fantastic, vibrant, colourful powerhouse of a record. It really good. I don't think the album artwork does it justice, in all honesty, because I think the music is worth more than what the album artwork depicts it as. I think they could have got better artwork for it, but man, fantastic guitar work. As far as influences are concerned, and the bands I sort of put alike this band, I mean, there's no better compliment, especially to the guitarists. I heard heaps of Led Zeppelin in this record, from the guitars down to the Robert Plant-esque vocal we heard on occasion. I heard a lot of Jimi Hendrix in the guitars, which, I mean, come on, what a compliment. And just like the first record, heard a little bit of Jane's Addiction in there. You know, can't go wrong. Great funky, groovy, funky playing. Did I prefer it to the self-titled? No. It was a little bit too colourful for me. I like to play by the rules when it comes to music, in all fairness. I do like simplicity, and I just like a standard hook. I like to just rinse a chorus section as opposed to having, experimental moments and creativity to the extent where it's not necessarily purely for me. I think there's a yin and yang to it. Either you create the music to appeal to a mass market, which is to sort of play by numbers, or you create music to fulfill and feed the soul of the artist, which is true creativity, and that's really the way it should be, in my personal opinion. But you just have that knock-on effect of it might not necessarily appealing to such a broad market, such as myself. Now, that's not to say it didn't appeal to me, but I preferred the approach they took on the first album more so. Alright? Now, production value. The production value on this record was better. The production is really good on this record. Really good. It sounds massive. Sounds very good. Structurally speaking, we've got so many cool ideas on the record, so much cool instrumentation on this record. You know, I assumed there was some session musicians on this because there was quite a varied instrumentation. Unless, you know, the band's just talented enough to pick up an instrument and do what they need to do. My favourite tune was St Andrew's Fall. I thought the middle section, the bridge section, where they just ramped up the tempo, I thought that was insane. And I really enjoyed the clean guitars on that. The bass lines were phenomenal. The guitar work explains itself. The drumming was brilliant. The vocal was fantastic. I feel like the lyrical content sometimes was drowned out just by the intensity and the vibrancy of the music as a whole. The instrumental sort of drowned it out a bit, but you know, it depends what you're paying attention to and prioritizing, I suppose. And you know what, as far as rating this album, I aren't going to rate it because I don't know what I rated the initial, but I'm going to give it the same rating. Alright, even though I might have just preferred the first one a little more so, this definitely flies past it in other qualities that I really do acknowledge and appreciate. So I'm going to give this album the same rating as what I gave the self-titled. Incredibly consistent. And the utmost respect through this listening. So once again, thank you to Gary, who's the one who recommended that. If you are a Blind Melon fan and enjoyed my listen through, which should be on this channel by now, props to Gary, not me, okay? So I'm signing out, and I'll see you on the flip side.